Right. Everybody that clicked on this video has one thing in common. You're tired, basically. You're tired of living the life you live the way you're living it. You're tired of losing. You're tired of doing too much but not getting enough from it all. So, today, I'll be breaking down for you the step by step risk management guide on how to become a profitable funded trader. So, my name is Prince. I'm a prop firm trader. I've been living in Dubai for almost a year now. And yeah, I moved from South Africa hustling. Basically, things kind of changed for me when I stopped using my own money to trade and I started tapping into prop firms. But today, I'm going to be breaking down for you how to pass all of your FTMO challenges. Okay. So I have my notes here. I wrote everything down just so I don't forget it. And my strategy is very simple but effective. I work on a less is more type of basis, right? So, as you may know, I'm doing a 10k funded challenge for the people that want to know how it's going to work. So, I'm doing it myself. I'm going to be applying my strategy myself. So, you guys can have a look at it as well, right? So FTMO has two phases. There's the phase one, regardless of whatever account you have two phases. Phase one, you have to make 10% off your account, right? Then phase two, you have to make 5% off your account. So how it works is after you achieve your 10%, which in this case we're doing a 10k account, 10% of 10k is 1k, all right? Then after we pass that, we're gonna receive the a certificate, right, to show that we have passed the challenge, the not challenge, sorry, but the evaluation. Then it's gonna be the evaluation phase one, sorry. Then it's gonna be the 5% that you need to make, right? So this is to test because you can make $1,000 by luck. But now that you've made $1,000, we need to see if you're lucky or you actually know what you're doing. You have to prove that now by making $500, right? Okay, so cool. How do we go about making this $1,000 from the $10,000, right? So I need you to understand one thing. Um, in business, right, you need to have a certain risk to reward. You don't take every single thing that you make from your business in 1 month and shove it right into the what you call it, into the business in hopes to make more. Because what happens if you lose everything? Everything is a risk, right? Business is a risk itself, right? Same with trading. But with trading, the game is not about trading all the time and putting in large amounts of money into the market. No, the game is staying or rather surviving for as long as you possibly can, right? While making a profit on the side. So if you have a $10,000 account, there's rules that are set for you. Number one, you cannot lose more than $500 in a single day, which is 0.5%. And number two, you cannot lose more than $1,000 overall, right? So, how we have to make this work now is we need to understand those two amounts that were capped at $500 at a day and we're capped at $1,000 overall. All right. So, now what do we need to do? We need to then take our full amount, our full $10,000, and break it up into 0.5 to 1%. So that means 0.5% is um, $50, and 1% of the 10K is $100. So what you're going to be doing now is, in order to take your account from 10,000 to 11,000, right, you're going to have to risk either $50 per trade, right, to make $150. So for every $1 that we risk, we want to make $3. Okay. So it's going to be $50 to $150. You trade, yeah, or you can do 1% to make 3%, right? So that's going to be $100 to make $300. So there's two ways to go about this, all right? If you're patient and you want to play the long game, all right, which is the safest option, you need 7 trades. 7 trades is all you need, right, to get from the 10,000 to 11,000, because in those 7 trades you're going to be making $150 each. So 150 times 7 is going to leave you at 1,050, right? Yeah, it's going to leave you at $1,050. Okay, and that's easy. That's how you pass your phase one. But you have an option two, which is you risk $100, right, to make $300. And in that case, you're going to need 4 trades only. All right. Yes. So only 4 trades for you to reach your target of 1,000. You're basically going to be at $1,200 after you reach your 4 trades, right? Then we have phase two, which is after you pass phase one, right? And phase two is basically where you need to now make 5% of your account. So if you're doing the 10k account, you're going to need to make $500, right? So on your $500, you need to also again break it up into multiple different trades. You should not expect to take five, as much as it is doable, right? It is possible to risk $100 and make $500, or risk $100 and make $1,000. It is possible, right? But you need to break that goal down. You need to divide the goal and conquer it, right? So, straight up, just again, same style, $50 to $100 to make 3 times whatever you risk, right? So if you're risking $50, you need you're right. So if you're risking $50 per trade, in order to make your $500, all you need is 4.5 trades, right? 50, 100, 50, 100. Oh, sorry, 150, 300, 150, 300. Oh, yeah, that's 4 trades. All you need is 4 trades to make your $500, right? Simple as that. And if you're doing your one trade, $100 to $300 per $100, if you're risking $100 to make $300, then you're gonna need 3 6. You're gonna need 2 trades only. It's simple as that, right? And then you pass your phase two. After passing your phase two, that's when the real money comes. So you gave in $100 to buy your $10,000 account, right? You've passed your phase one, you've made the 10%, you've passed your phase two, you've made the 5%, right? You're done, you're all good, you get your certificates. And now, because you've proven yourself worthy, they give you your money back. You receive a refund, you receive your $100 back. So once you make a profit after your phase two, once you make a profit of whatever 200, whatever 500, whatever, even if it's $50 that you want to withdraw, whatever profit you make, when you withdraw it, you receive your refund of $100. Is that hard? That's it. Every single thing that you make now, after passing your phase two, after you've received both of your certificates, you get to keep 80%, right? Now, I want you to think of this. Once you've received your funding, do not get greedy. Do not let this get to your head, right? Because that's what trading is. Trading is not you against the market, it's you against yourself. You need to be able to control your emotions. You need to be able to not revenge trade. You need to be able to take a loss. If you make a loss, you need to be able to be okay with that loss. One loss, stay out of the market for the rest of the day, come back tomorrow. Once you hit your profit target, stay out of the market for the rest of the day, come back tomorrow, right? It's as simple as that, right? So let's get back to the profit making part. This is where you can win now, right? I want you to think of it this way. If you're working a job, I want you to think of Not, I want you not to think of becoming a billionaire or a millionaire within your first month, right? Of doing this. I want you to think of it this way. How much am I making at my job? Rather, how much are you making at your job in a day? What's your daily rate? If you don't know your daily rate, it's very simple. Just find out what's your monthly salary. I'm sure you know what your monthly salary is. After you've found out what your monthly salary is, divide that by the number of days you're working. I assume if you are working, you work 22 days, considering that you're not working on Saturday and Sunday, right? Some months have 31 days, some months have 30. So let's just say 22 days, right? You divide that amount by 22. Whichever currency you're using, fine. Then convert that amount into a dollar amount. Some people make, I think if you're working a minimum wage job, you are making about $30 a day. I don't know, depending on wherever you are in the world, right? Yeah, depending on whichever country. But I think in South Africa, if you're working a minimum wage job, you're making about $30 a day, which is like 500 rands a day. Yes. Once you've reached your targets and you've gotten your funded account, you need to start on your first couple of months. Aim to make your monthly salary. Please just aim to make whatever your salary is. Okay. So if your salary is $30, if you get paid $30 a day, just aim to make a little over that. Just aim to make $60 in a day. All right. So you see how your 1% is now going to shift. Your 1% risk per trade is now going to shift to somewhere around 0.3, 0. Whatever it's going to shift to, right? Hear me out. Once you make that amount, right, you can then grow it, stack it over. Okay, maybe you're not trading every day, maybe you're trading 3 days. Then you need to calculate your weekly salary, right? And then divide that weekly salary into 3 days, however much you're trading, right? But ultimately, the goal is to make what you make at work in a month, make through your trading also. Do that for about 3 months. Do not, please, I beg you, do not take this money and go spend it on flashy shit. I know there's pressure, I know you're excited, but just take that money, keep it aside, set it aside. This is your escape plan from your job. If your goal is to quit your job, that's your escape plan from your job. You save up your 3 months, your 6 months salary. You're also receiving a salary from your job, right? This will allow you to be able to have about 6 months to a year's rent or whatever, and food and whatever, right? So you're working now. It's like working two jobs. It's like working, yeah, it's like getting paid for 2 months every single month. Do you get what I'm saying? So whatever you're getting from work, you take care of your bills, you take care of your necessities, and whatever you're getting from your trading, you're setting it aside for that when you do decide to resign, leave your job after 6 months to a year, you have your backup plan. Now you can now trade full time, right? Which is, I guess, the ultimate goal for everyone. But anyways, yeah. So you want to now scale, okay? How do you scale? You need to see what's your next account, right? So after you've passed your 10K, you've made your $500, or rather, you've made your $1,000, you will be refunded, okay? Your however much you're going to spend, I think it's $100 for the 10K account, I'm not too sure. You will get your $100 back once you pass both the challenges, right? So after you pass both the challenges, you make your $100 back on your first withdrawal, right? Then you can take whatever amount you have on the side and buy a bigger account. This way you can now risk more, right? Maybe from your $10,000 account, you could shift to a $50,000 account. And now, what's 1% of $50,000? It's $500, right? No. Yeah, it's $500, right? So now you're going to be risking $500 to make $1,500. You see how you've gone from making $1,500 in 2 weeks to making it in one day. Do you get what I'm saying? So just like that. So you scale up until you reach your $100,000 account, and now you're going to be risking. $1,000 to make $3,000, however you want to do that, right? So it's very simple as that. That's the risk management strategy. I wanted to put it in the PDF, but I felt like it needed a lot of explanation, especially for people that have not done this before, right? But yes, that's all you need to do. And yeah, if you have any questions, just put it down in the comment or just send me a message, DM me on Instagram. I go by PrinceeSib, Prince with two E's and then a SIB. Name is Roshi. I'll leave the description on the YouTube and I'll leave my link in the description. You could have a look at that and good luck. All the best on your trading journey. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.